Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So the main suspect of a sick murder that claimed the lives of a mother and her young child has finally been captured. Now Daniel Boulton is allegedly believed to have been the person responsible for the stabbing of a 26-year-old mum, Bethany Vincent, and her child aged just 9 at a house in High Holme Road in the town of Louth at 8:30 p.m. on Monday. Now, police believe that Daniel Boulton and the victim, Bethany Vincent, were known to each other, but they haven't been able to establish what kind of relationship they actually had. Now, this is again a tragic case. Paramedics first arrived on the scene after neighbours called the emergency services after they heard a baby crying. Little did they know that the dire situation was so much worse. It's literally a person's worst nightmare. Now, when paramedics first arrived on the scene, they gained access into the property to find, to their horror, 2 victims laid out on the ground, the mother and the 9-year-old child, suffering from multiple stab wounds, and they was already dead. Police also believed that what was the murder weapon, a knife, was also recovered at the scene of the crime, and hopefully they have fingerprints or DNA evidence on it. Now, sometime during or after the incident, it has also been noted that an off-duty police officer was also injured in an attack at the hands of Daniel Boulton. The injuries are thought not to be life-threatening or serious. You have to think for a moment, what kind of person would do this? Like, they aren't a real person, they are literally the devil or a monster. And fair play to the paramedics for keeping their professionalism and doing their job to the highest ability. Because I couldn't do it. I mean, as a brother, mother, father or sister or uncle, literally anybody that has compassion for human life, noticing and witnessing dead bodies of a mother and a child would scar you instantly. It would be hard to remain professional and to actually do your job appropriately without being filled with emotions. Now, as for Daniel Boulton, the suspected murderer, the police force utilised all their resources and deployed armed police to the Hubbard Hills area, in which they were able to detain Daniel without incident at noon. The police have said the potential murder suspect is currently in custody and is being held for questioning. Now, me personally, I have to remain impartial and try not to be biased. But if it turns out that this is a person that killed a young mother and her 9-year-old child and then left the baby alone in a property to scream and wail and cry, then this person is the epitome of a kleptomaniac. Someone that needs to be sectioned and monitored for the rest of their natural life. I hope if he's done it, he'll be haunted by the visions that he would see. Because this is not even a person, this is more like a monster or the devil itself. Again, you hear about a child being stabbed, but that's mainly revolving around a kid who's older and has been at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's rare that you hear a sicko wiping out what is essentially an entire family at their own home. It's kind of daunting to think to yourself that you're not safe inside your own home. All I can say is that this was a crime that hit the small town of Louth very very hard, and there's a lot of people that's going to be in pain right now. Again, condolences to the young mother that lost her life and her child. Stay safe.